Zach and the Treehouse. When Zach was 7, his grandfather built him a treehouse in the old oak behind their home. It wasn't much, just a few wooden planks, a rope ladder, and a crooked sign that read Zach's World. But to Zach, it was a kingdom, a spaceship, a fortress. It was his. Every weekend, his family would gather there. His little sister would bring her stuffed animals, his dad would tell silly stories, and his mum would pack sandwiches and lemonade. His grandfather, always with a twinkle in his eye, would say, "This treehouse isn't just wood and nails. It's a promise that we'll always show up for each other." Zach didn't fully understand what that meant, but he nodded anyway, because it sounded important. As the years passed, the treehouse saw it all. Birthday parties, scraped knees, whispered secrets, and even the occasional thunderstorm sleepover. It became the backdrop of Zach's childhood, a place where time slowed and love felt simple. But time didn't slow. Zach grew. School got harder. Friends became more important. He stopped visiting the treehouse. His weekends filled with sports, then study groups, then part-time jobs. The treehouse faded into the background, like an old photograph on a cluttered shelf. By the time Zach left for university, the treehouse was barely standing. The rope ladder was frayed. The sign had lost its colour. His grandfather passed away that winter. Zach didn't cry at the funeral. He told himself he was too old for that. But something inside him felt hollow. Years later, after a failed job interview and a breakup that left him reeling, Zach returned home. He didn't know why, only that he needed to breathe, to remember who he was. He wandered into the backyard. The oak tree was still there, taller now, its branches reaching like arms. The treehouse was barely visible through the leaves, but it was there, waiting. Zach climbed the old ladder, careful with each step. The wood creaked beneath him. Inside, dust danced in the sunlight. The sign, Zach's World, was still nailed to the wall, faded but legible. He sat down and let the silence wrap around him. Then he heard footsteps. His sister, now taller than he remembered, climbed up beside him. Then his parents. No one said much. They just sat with him, like they used to. And in that quiet, Zach finally understood. The treehouse wasn't just a childhood memory. It was a symbol of presence, of love, of the promise his grandfather made, that family shows up. Not just when it's easy, but especially when it's not. Zach didn't have all the answers, but he had this, a place to return to. People who knew him before the world told him who to be. A family that didn't need explanations to offer comfort. As we grow, the world teaches us to chase success, independence, and identity. But family, whether by blood or bond, is the quiet anchor that reminds us who we are. It's not about being perfect. It's about showing up again and again.